Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all fine at your home. You are from grade 7, isn't it? Yes, and I am your English teacher. Today we are going to revise all the lessons from our English, and this is our revision video. Okay children, this is our revision video. Today we are going to revise all the lessons. Okay, let me introduce all the headings from our English book, supplementary book, and in the grammar book. Okay, the headings are lesson 1 3 questions, lesson 2 a gift of chapels, poem 1 the squirrel, poem 2 the rebel. Okay, in our supplementary reader, lesson 1 the tiny teacher, lesson 2 bringing up Carrie. Okay, and in our grammar book we have completed parts of speech. First, we are going to revise the first lesson, 3 questions. THREE 3, QUESTIONS questions, 3 questions. Okay, children. And there was a king. There lived a king. He has 3 questions in his mind, and he is seeking answers for them to them. Okay, children. And let us know what are the questions are. Okay, what he got in his mind. And let us know, does the king get what he wants, whether he got answers or not. Okay, I just explain you, and in the end you can know whether he got answers or not. Okay children, and there was a king. He lived in the kingdom, and he got 3 questions in his mind. So, okay, and he would never fail if he know 3 questions, and he thought that he would never fail if he know that 3 questions, that means the answer. Okay children, the 3 things were: what is the right time to begin something? What is the right time to begin something? Which people should he listen to? Which people should he listen to? And third question is, what is the most important thing for him to do? These are all the 3 questions. He is seeking answer for these 3 questions. For that questions, the king sent messengers. Messengers means what? Carrying message to all the peoples from the kingdom to the town. Okay children, the messengers throughout his kingdom, wherever the people are living, and he is promising a large sum of money to anyone who would answer this 3 questions. Okay children, the king sent messengers throughout his kingdom, promising a large amount of money to anyone whoever can answer his question. Okay children, this is his reward that he ready to give for his answer for his questions. After hearing this king's news, there are so many wise men came to the king, and they all answered his questions. But it is very different to the king. It is not satisfied to the king also, but he is not he is not accepting what the wise men told. Okay children, so he was not satisfied with the wise men what they all answered. Okay children, the wise men, so many wise men are living in the kingdom, all came to the king, and they all answering to the king, and he ready to give reward, isn't it? Already he announced what he announced. Yes, he is ready to give some amount of money who are all answering the questions, whether if he is satisfied, he ready to give the award. But nobody is there to give the correct answer what the king expecting. Okay, the king did not give any reward to anybody because he did not satisfied with the answers, isn't it? Yes, so instead he decided to seek the advice of a certain hermit. Who is hermit children? HERMIT, hermit, a person who lives alone and leads a simple life. He is a very simple person. He lives in the hut. Okay children, he decided to go to hermit to get answers for his questions. Who decided? Yes, the king decided to go to hermit. Okay children, The king decided to go to meet hermit, and the king put on ordinary clothes. Why should king put on ordinary clothes, children? Because the king is the king will get very rich clothes, isn't it? And also good appearance in looking, isn't it? So he is if the hermit will see the man, he can easily find that he is a king, so that he disguised himself, and he went to meet who? Yes, the hermit. Okay, children. And he went in the horse, and before going to the hermit hut, he left his horse before there itself, and he asked his bodyguards. That means what? Who are all taking care of kings, isn't it? So he left the bodyguard and the horse in the distance itself, and he came to meet the hermit, and he came to the hut. Okay, finally he entered into the hut. The king came near the hermit's hut. That means he entered the hut, and he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. Okay, children, the hermit is digging the ground. Okay, and he saw the king. Who saw the king? Yes, the hermit saw the king, and he greeted the king and continued digging what he was doing already, isn't it? He did not bother whether why he have come anything, isn't it? So he again he started his work. So the hermit was very old. He was very old man, and he looks very weak. Okay, he's not that much strength man, and he is not that much young also. He was very old and weak, and once he stopped his work, he breathed heavily. That means what? He felt so much of tired. So the king, after seeing that old man, that means the hermit, the king went up to the hermit and said, I have come to you, wise hermit. I came to you, meet you, to ask you to the answer. I got 3 questions. I have to get answer from you. I got 3 questions. I just tell you what are the 3 questions I got in my mind. So he is explaining about his questions. What are all the questions, children? Already we have learned, isn't it? Again I will tell you. The first question is, how can I learn to do right thing at the right time? This was the first question. And the second question, who are the people I need most? Secondly, he was asking, who are the people I need most? And third one, and what affairs are the most important? What does mean by affairs? The things, the matter, the business, whatever it is, isn't it? So what are all the affairs are the most important to me? These are all the 3 questions I need answer from you, hermit. Okay, again, after listening to the king, he did not speak anything. Who did not speak anything? Yes, the hermit did not speak anything. He went on digging. Again he started his work. What he worked? Yes, digging. So again he started his work, and the king is saying, you are so tired of digging, so let me help you. Give me your work to me, I will help you. So he took his work. Who took his work? Yes, the king took hermit's work. So the old man hermit is saying that thanks. Okay, he is thanking the king, and he went and sat down on the ground. He went and sat down on the ground. Okay, this is the first scene is going on in this story. Okay, children. In the evening, the sun went down behind the trees. That means what? In the evening, at last the king stuck the spade into the ground, and he said, I came to you, wise man. He is saying to hermit. So I came to you for an answer to my questions. If you can give me no answer, tell me, so I will return back to my home. And in the meantime, when he asking the answer from the hermit, and in the meantime, there was a man. Okay, children, there was a man, bearded man, and he was running towards them who are standing. Hermit and king was standing in front of the hut. So there were the bearded man running towards them, and his hands were pressed against his stomach. He was running with pain, and from which blood was flowing from his stomach. And when he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. He was fainted, and the king and the hermit removed the man's clothing. Okay, children, they removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. He was bleeding, so much of bleeding. So the king washed and covered it with his handkerchief. Okay, without any hesitation, the king washed and covered it with his handkerchief. But the blood would not stop flowing. The blood is not stopping us flowing. So the king redressed the wound. Again he redressed. That means what? He changed the dress before what he used, children, handkerchief. So the king redressed the wound until at last the bleeding stopped. Okay, once the bleeding stopped, he stopped everything. So the man felt better. After that, the man was feeling better and he asked for something to drink. So the king was taking care of so much. Okay, the king was taking care. Soon the bearded man was recovered. Once he saw the king, he asked sorry for that. Why? The king was very much surprised. Why you should ask me sorry? Said the king. Why? I don't know you and have nothing to forgive for you. Why should you ask sorry for me? He is asking like that. You don't. The hermit. Sorry, the bearded man is replying that, king, you don't know me, but I know you. I am the enemy of yours. Who you revenge? I came here to revenge on you, the king, because you put my brother to death and seized my property. And I know you had gone alone to see that hermit. So he got the news. Who got the news, children? Yes, the bearded man got the news that king is going alone to meet the hermit. So he came to kill the king. I wish to kill you, but you have saved me. You saved my life. You took care of me. So I was hiding there out to kill you, but your bodyguard recognized me and they wounded me. Even though I wounded, you are very good, kind hearted person, so you saved my life. So now I understood you were a very good man, not a bad person. So the bearded man is asking sorry, and he also said the reason why he came to kill him. So the king was very happy to have made peace with his enemy so easily and to have won him over as a friend. Okay, children. So he forgave the bearded man. Who forgave the bearded man? Yes, the king forgave the bearded man. He not only forgave him, but he said he would send his servants and his own doctor to look after him, and he promised to give back the man's property. Okay, children. So the before the leaving the wounded man, after that the wounded man, who's wounded man? The bearded man, went out of the hut and he looked around for the hermit. So there again the king is asking to the hermit, I before leaving the hut, I want the answer. I need the answer for my questions, hermit. Please answer me. He is asking to whom? Yes, the king is asking to hermit. The hermit is saying, replying to the king, you have already been answered, said the hermit, still bending down onto the ground. And after that he again started his work. But the king was wondered, and again he is asking, how I have been answered? The answered hermit, what do you mean? What you are saying? You didn't even answered me, then how I got the answer? So the hermit is replying that, if you had not pitied my weakness, if you not pitied my weakness, yesterday you would have gone. If you not dug my if you not do my work, you would have gone out, you would have gone away from me. Then that the bearded man would have attacked you, and you would have wished you, and he stayed me with. The king was pitied his weakness. Whose weakness? Yes, the king. The king was pitied hermit's weakness, and he helped the hermit, isn't it? He dig the ground, isn't it? So if he not be pitied, what happened, children? The king will. They think the king would have gone out. Who is waiting there? Yes, the bearded man was waiting there to kill the king. He would have killed the king, isn't it? So this is the correct time. You have pitied me, and you wished you had stayed with me. So the most important time was when you were digging the bed. So he asked the questions. What is the most? He asked what is the most important time. So he got the answer. What is the answer? Yes, being with the hermit is the most important time. And I was the most important person. Who is saying hermit? So again, the who is the he asked the king. The second question is, who is the important man he wants to listen to, isn't it? Yes, so the most important man is the hermit, because he was helping the hermit, isn't it? Because he is very weak, isn't it? So you are the most important man. So doing good to hermit. So what he doing good, children? What he was doing, the king? Yes, he was digging the ground. He was helping the hermit because he was weak, and he was helping the hermit. So it was the most important business that you have to do. So these are all the three questions that king have asked to the hermit, isn't it? So what he was answering? Who was answering? Yes, so the hermit is answering, when the man ran to us, the bearded man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for the bearded man. Because if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he did not realize his mistake. He would have died. So he was the most important man, and what you did to him is the most important time, and what you did for him was your most important business. So remember, there is only one time that is important. That time is now. So what is happening now is very important. This is the important time. What is your good you are doing? That is the important business that you are doing. Who are with you is the important person you should take care of. Okay, children? So this is the three things that hermit is explaining what had happened. So the most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment. That means what? Who are the person is with you at the particular moment is the important person. For nobody knows what will happen in the future, and whether we will meet anyone else, isn't it? We never know what is going to happen in the future. The most important business is to do that person good. You have to do anything good to the person who are with you, because we were sent into this world for that purpose alone. So all the good things have learned from the hermit. Who learned? The king, isn't it? So these are all the things the hermit explained to the king. The king was very much happy to hear the hermit words. Okay, children? The first synonym is fainted, 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 lost consciousness. And second one is seized, took by force. And third one is faithful, loyal and true. And fourth one is affairs, business. And fifth one is redressed, dressed again. The second Roman letter is short answers. Okay, children? The first question is, who was the bearded man? Who was the bearded man, children? Yes, the bearded man was the enemy of the king. He came to kill the king, isn't it? Yes. So the bearded man was the enemy of the king. Second question. Why did he ask for the king's forgiveness? He asked forgiveness, isn't it? Once he realized his mistakes, he asked for forgiveness to the king, isn't it? So why he asked? The answer is, the bearded man came to kill the king. So he asked for the king's forgiveness. He came to know that the king is not a wrong person. So he asked for the king's forgiveness. Okay, children? The paragraph. Next one is paragraph. The king forgave the bearded man. What did he do to show his forgiveness? So the answer is, the king not only forgave him, but said he would send his servants and his own doctor to look after him, and he promised to give back the man his property, isn't it? Yes, not only he forgave him, he gave the own doctor and also his property, isn't it? So this is the paragraph answers. We have revised the synonyms and short answers and paragraph. Rest of the questions are given in the classwork note. Please take your classwork note and learn all the question answers which is given in the classwork note. Okay children, be ready for your online test. Next we are moving to the next lesson. The next lesson, a gift of chappals. This is our second lesson. Let me introduce the characters. The characters are Mridu, Grandma Tapi, Rukmani Aunt, Lalli, Ravi, Meena, Mahendra Varma, Pallava Poonai, Music Master, Beggar and Gopu Mama. Mridu lived with her grandma Tapi, T-A-P-I, Tapi. Mridu went to her aunt Rukmani's house to meet her cousin Lalli, Ravi and Meena. Mridu entered into Rukmani's house, that is her aunt house. She saw there one pair of chappals. It is very different from others because it is very large, it is very dirty and black in color. Okay children, pair of chappals are very old and dusty. Okay children, so after seeing that he was feeling very different from other pair of chappals. Okay, and while seeing in that meantime itself, her cousins dragged her to backyard, that means the back side of the house. Okay, so they went to the backyard. They were very much eager to show the little kitten to the Mridu. Okay, she saw the little kitten there in the backyard. So they showed the little kitten. Who are all the cousins children? Mridu's cousins, yes, Lalli, Ravi and Meena. They showed the little kitten and they were growing the little kitten secretly. That means that nobody knows in the house that the little kitten is staying in the backyard. Okay children, they are giving food and they have given the place to lie down. Okay children, so this is the secret they were maintaining in the house. The little kitten was kept inside a torn football. That means what? The tarred football and filled with sand. They filled the sand inside the tarred football and they feed the milk from the coconut half shell. Okay children, so it was very secretly kept behind the house. So they won't the other members who are all living there in the house, nobody knows about the little kitten. They won't allow to take care of the kitten, so that they kept secretly. So it is very difficult. Ravi is saying that it is very difficult to bring the glass of milk to the kitten. They named the little kitten as Mahendra Varma Pallava Poonai. Shortly they will call MP Poonai. What children? MP Poonai. In the meantime, they were hearing some noise. Ravi is answering that Lalli is learning violin. Music master came there to teach her violin. So they decided to go and watch the music class. So they are going to watch the music class. They all went to see the music class. Lalli is sitting in front of the music master holding the violin in wrong position. Okay children, she is not that much good in learning. So the music master is bald headed. There is no hair in his head and he was bald head man and he is wearing old fashioned dress. Okay, he was wearing old fashioned dress and he is wearing big gold chain and diamond ring. It was glittering like anything. So they thought he was very much rich. Okay children, the music master is very much rich. While they were seeing Lalli's music class, they were hearing another noise. Okay children, they were hearing another noise, that is Amma Amma. So there came beggar to get something to eat. So while they were hearing that noise, suddenly their grandmother, whose grandmother? Mridu's grandmother is saying that she is asking them to send him out. Who want to go out? Yes, the beggar wants to go out of the house. She asked her to go out of the house. Mridu, Meena and Ravi followed the beggar. So before going to see the beggar, before they come, the beggar, what he did, the beggar was in the garden, and he was sitting quite there in the garden, and he had spread his upper cloth means what he was wearing. Okay, so he spread his upper cloth under the neem tree, and he was leaning under there. So they were seeing the beggar was leaning there under the neem tree, and they were asking him to go out of the house. That means what, he don't want to stay inside the house. They asked him to go to next house. Okay, children. But the beggar is asking permission to them, please, I have to stay here because the outside is very hot. So my feet are already blistered. He stretched out his feet to show large pink peeling blisters, and it was very much paining. So I is supposed to stay here. So they understood he doesn't have money to buy chapels. So Mridu decided to get one chapels, and before that, while entering into the house, she saw one old and dusty chapel. No, yes. So everybody is thinking that whether I can give the chapels, or next person is saying that whether I can give the chapels, but it was very small because they are all small children, isn't it? It won't suit to the beggar. So they decided to give that old dusty chapel to the beggar. So they went and took the old dusty chapel and gave to the beggar. So the beggar was very much happy because he doesn't have money to get the chapels, and also it is very hard to go out, and they are also asking him to go out of the house. So in the meantime, he got the chapels. He was very much happy to wear the chapel, and with the very happily he went out of the house. Okay, children. Beggar went out of the house, and in that meantime, the music master is coming out of the house and finished his music class to teach Lali, isn't it? So he coming and searching for his chapels, and there is no chapels there, because they gave the chapels to whom? Yes, the beggar, isn't it? Yes, they gave the chapels to beggar. So that chapels are whose? The music masters. Without knowing, the Mridu and her cousin took the chapel and gave to the whom? Yes, to the beggar. The beggar got the chapels and went out. So now the music master doesn't have the chapels, because the pair of dusty old chapel is belongs to whom? Yes, the music master. So what happened now? So the music master, he cannot go out without the chapels. It is too hot, isn't it? So his Mridu's aunt decided to give the new pair of chapels. Whose that chapels belongs to? The Gopu Mama. Okay, children, her uncle. Whose uncle? Mridu's uncle. Mridu's uncle's chapel, and she took the new pair of chapels to music master. So at the end, the music master and the beggar got the chapels. The music master got the new pair of chapel, and the beggar got the old pair of chapels. And in the end, what they were both also very much happy. They went out of the house. This is the end of the story. The next we are moving to synonyms and short answers, and in write in paragraph questions. Okay, children. The first one is weird. WEIRD, weird, strange. Fed up, tired or unhappy. Eyes filling. Third one is eyes filling with tears. Fourth one, clattered off, gone off noisily. Fifth one, snooze, short sleep. Next, the short answer. The first one is, how does Ravi get milk for the kitten? How does Ravi get milk for the kitten, children? Yes, Ravi hide the milk from the kitchen to feed the little kitten. The second question, what was the little kitten's name? What was the name, children? Yes, they named as Mahendravarma Pallava Punai. In short, they will call MP Punai. The third question, whose chapels gave as a gift to the beggar? Mridu and her cousins unknowingly gave music master's chapel as a gift to the beggar. I have given only very less question answers and synonyms in this video, but I have given the classwork note. I hope you all written the classwork note in your classwork note. Take and refer that is important to learn. There are so many question answers I have given, so take your classwork note and learn. Okay children, thank you. Hello children, and let us go into the poem. Okay children, the topic is the squirrel. THE, the, SQUIRREL, squirrel. I hope you all know the squirrel. Isn't it children, how it will look? In Tamil we will say anil. Okay, so let us know about the squirrel, how it will eat, where they will live. Okay children, everything about squirrel. See, the first is it will live in trees. Where do they live? They live in trees. Okay, only in the trees, not in the land. Sometimes it will pass in the land, but all the time it will live only in the trees. It will find nuts and small insects to eat. So it will find some nuts, seeds, small insects to eat. Okay children, whatever the nuts, seeds nearby the trees or in the trees, okay, they will find the trees, nuts in the trees and they will eat. And it's considered as fightless. What is fightless? It won't harm others. Okay children, it won't fight. Okay, nothing but it won't fight. Okay, it won't fight with other animals or their friends also. It won't fight. That is called fightless, and it won't harm anybody. Okay, so next one is it can jump only short distances. It is fightless animal and it won't fight also, and also it will jump one place to another place in the short distance. And it will store food. Okay, so many animals have the habit to store their food. Okay, isn't it? Yes, we are also saving our money, isn't it? We are also saving our money for our future days, isn't it? So like that, likewise the birds and animals are also having the habit to save the food. So here the animal squirrel also storing the food for the winter season, because in the winter season they will spend most of the time to sleep. So they will have deep sleep. Okay, they will have deep sleep in the winter season, so that they will store their food, that means nuts, seeds, everything before the winter season in their hide place. Okay children, this is the features of squirrel. This is the behavior and character, whatever you can say. Okay, this is the characters of squirrel. Okay children, it will eat nuts, it will live in the trees, and it won't harm others. It is fightless animal. Everything we have learned about the squirrel. So let us go into the poem content. He wore a question mark for tail. What does it mean? The squirrel's tail is looking like question mark, like this. Okay children, the squirrel's tail is looking like question mark, and an overcoat of grey. His skin, okay, overcoat means what? Skin. Their skin is grey in color. Okay, their tail is looking like question mark and their skin overcoat is grey in color. He sat up straight to eat a nut. Or simply we can say that while eating it will sit straightly. Okay children, it will sit straightly and they will have their food. He liked to tease and play. What they will like to do most? So they will like to tease and play. What teasing means? What? They will have some fun with other animals, isn't it? That means their friends also, isn't it? There will be so many squirrels living in the trees, isn't it? Not only one squirrel, there will be so many squirrels living in the tree. So they will always they will have their fun with others, isn't it? So how we are spending time with our friends and families, isn't it? So likewise they are also having spending their time with their friends. That means what? Teasing means what? They are playing. Simply they are playing, and they mostly like to play with each other. They mostly like to play with each other. And if we ran around the street, what will happen? If we see the squirrel nearby our home, or if we have trees in our home, if we see the squirrels in our tree, but what will happen? We like to go and see the squirrels near to the tree, isn't it, children? Yes. So if we go there, if we go to see the squirrel nearby the tree, what will happen? He went the other way. He went the other way. What we will do is, if we go near to the tree to see the squirrel activities or see squirrel's behavior, it will go away from us. Okay, it will go away from us. They won't sit constantly there to make us they won't sit constantly there to make us to see. Okay, children, if we go near to the tree to see the squirrel, and it won't be near to us, it will go away from the tree. Okay, children, do you understood? Once again, I will read the poem. Okay, he wore a question mark for tail. He will have the tail is looking like a question mark. And overcoat of grey. The overcoat, the skin is grey in color. He sat up straight to eat a nut. It will sit straight and eat a nuts. So that means food. He liked to tease and play. Every time they will have have fun with their friends. Okay. And if we ran around the street, so if you want to go and see the squirrels, if we go around the trees, it won't be with us. He went the other way. If we go in one way, the squirrel will go on the other way to escape from us. Okay, where they will not be near to us. Okay, children, they will escape from us. So this is the poem, and you will be getting only 6 lines, and it is very easy poem to learn and also understand. Okay, children. So next we are moving to short answers, which I have given in the classwork note. We just revise that. Okay, children. Yes, the first one is, why does the poet say the squirrel wore a question mark for tail? How would you describe its tail? So what is the answer? The poet said that the squirrel wore a question mark for a tail because its tail is twisted, appearing like a question mark. It just, what is the explanation is, the squirrel's tail is looking like a question mark. That is the answer. Okay, children. The second one, he liked to tease and play. Who was teasing whom? How? The poet liked to tease and play with the squirrel. Whenever the poet went a little close to the squirrel would run away in the other direction. If anybody, not only the poet, if anybody tried to go near to the squirrel, he ran away from that place, isn't it? Yes. The third one, what is being compared to a grey overcoat? The squirrel's body is being compared to a grey overcoat. So the squirrel's body, that means the skin is looking like grey color overcoat. That is the answer. And what is fourth one? Fourth one, describe the posture of the squirrel. The squirrel sat up straight to eat a nut. This in here the answer is, it shows the direction how the squirrel sit and eat the nuts. Okay, children, these are all the 4 questions which I have given in the classwork note. Refer to the classwork note also. Okay. REBEL, rebel. Okay, children, what is mean by rebel? You have set of friends, isn't it? Everybody will have set of friends, the group of friends, isn't it? In your group, more than 5 or 10 members, isn't it? You always like to be with your friend, and wherever you go, you want to go with your friends, isn't it? Yes. So if you go occasionally, if you want to go out, or in your school, you are happy to see your friends, isn't it? Being with your friends, you will be feeling very happy, isn't it? Yes. Everybody will be happy being with our friends, isn't it? So the same way, in your group, if you have 10 members in your friends group, friends set, so there must be one person. That person will always disagree what others says. Okay? Do you have you ever come across that, children? Yes. So if you have 10 members in your class, so what they will do, what he will do, the rebel is what he will do. What everybody, the 9 members are saying the same. They are agreeing the same decision or whatever may be. There must be only one person is there. Then he always disagrees what others says. Okay, that means what? Simply we can say they will react opposite to the others. Okay, he is called rebel. Okay, children, do you understand? Do you understand what is the meaning of rebel? Again, I will repeat. Who is reacting opposite what others says? That means simply we can say they think the others should follow his own ideas, his own thought. He don't want to follow the others decision, others things. Okay, children. He always follow the separate way to go. He never accepts what others says. He is called rebels. Okay, children. He reacts opposite to the others. He never agree with the others. He always disagree what others says. Okay, children. Do you understand? Yes. So we will go into the poem content. See, when everybody has short hair, the rebel lets his hair grow long. In your friends, you all decided to have short hair. Okay, short hair means what? You want to cut the hair into short. But the rebel, the person, I said already, no, as I said. So there will be one person, he wants his hair as long. Okay, so because the only thing he don't want to accept what others decided. Okay, is that clear for you? Yes. Next, when everybody has long hair, the rebel cuts his hair short. So, okay, next we will have the long hair. Everybody decide to have long hair. Now, the rebel will say, no, I will have short hair. The only thing he want to disagree with the others. Okay. Next, when everybody talks during the lesson, the rebel doesn't say a word. So, everybody sitting in your classroom and listening to your teacher, isn't it? Yes. So, what the teacher teaching you? So, if teacher asks something, in between, the teacher will ask you the questions, isn't it, children? Yes. So, when she asks the questions, you will be able to answer. So, the rebel, what he will do is, everybody will answer what teachers ask the question, but the rebel remains silent. Okay, he don't want to answer the question what others say. Okay, so everything he disagrees. That means what? He will react opposite. So, everybody will answer for the lesson. The rebel will sit, remain quiet. Okay. Next, when nobody talks during the class lesson, the rebel creates a disturbance. So, during the lesson, you should not talk. Isn't it, children? Everybody wants to listen to the teacher, what she is teaching to you. Isn't it? So, everybody wants to sit quietly and to listen. But the rebel, what he do? He always makes a disturbance. So, he will disturb the teacher or the students who are sitting with them. Isn't it? So, the rebel will disturb the class. When everybody wears a uniform, the rebel dresses in fantastic clothes. So, okay, if you want to go to some occasion, you are going to some other parties or you are going to some other functions. So, everybody in your friends set, so that means for the group of friends, you all decided to go in a same color clothes. So, you want to go in a uniform. That shows your unity. That shows your love on your friends, isn't it? So, the rebel that is with you, isn't it? So, he will say, no, I won't wear the uniform. So, he will come in other. See, he will come in fantastic clothes. That means what? He will dress up well and come. Okay, he don't want to follow the same what the others follow. He will come in fantastic clothes. Others are wearing uniform, but he will dress up well and he will come to the parties or wherever you go. And when everybody wears fantastic clothes, the rebel dresses soberly. So everybody will decide. And on the other day, you are deciding, okay, we will go in fantastic clothes. That means what? We will dress up well and we will go and meet the person, or we will go to the function. But the rebel, what he do? He will dress up very simply. Okay, everybody is dressing up very well, fantastic clothes. But the rebel will dress up very simply. Okay, do you understood? Is that clear for you children? Shall we go to the next part? In the company of dog lovers, the rebel expresses a preference for cats. So there must be some person they will love dogs to have, isn't it? Yes, everybody love dogs to have their pet, isn't it? So in that dog lovers, everybody say more than cat, the dog is the best. But the rebel in that same place, he will say no, cat is not, dog is not that much comparing to the cat. That means what? He will support. He will support to the cat. If they says dog lovers, he will say cat is the best. Okay. In the company of cat lovers, the rebel puts in a good word for dogs. So, okay, if there are the persons they are loving to have cat, but the rebel will express his thought. He will put a good words for dogs. That means what? If they like dogs, the rebel will like cat. If they like cat, the rebel will like dog. Okay, so okay, children. So that means what? He always disagrees what the other says. When everybody praising the sun, the rebel remarks on the need for rain. So we will be very fond of the climate, isn't it? So whenever if it is very hot sun, we will like to go out in the beach or river, wherever it is. In that pleasant situation, the rebel always says what? The need of rain. If the sun is very hot, he will ask for rain to come. Okay. When everybody greeting the rain, the rebel regrets the absence of sun. So if you are getting the rain, if you are feeling so much happy to have the rain on time, that means what? You are feeling you are enjoying in the rain. You like to go out in the rain. But the rebel, what he says, why this rain is there? Why the rain has to come? It should be the sun. So always he will disagrees the what? He always disagrees the others what they are saying. Do you understood, children? Yes. When everybody goes to the meeting, the rebel stays at home and reads a book. So if your friend being with your friends, so you desire to go to meeting. Meeting means what? You are going to get together or something. But the rebel says, no, I won't come to the meeting. I won't come for outing. I will be in the home and I stay in the home and I'll read the books. So every time he don't want to agree with the others what they say. When everybody stays at home and reads a book. So if you want to study something, you want to complete your work, what teachers assigned you, isn't it? So the rebel, what he will say, no, I will go for a meeting. Are you coming with me? He don't want to stay home and he don't want to read the books. So what the thing is, if everybody decided to go for outing, go for the meeting, the rebel will say, I will stay at home and read the books. If everybody want to stay at home and read the books, the rebel wants to go out for a meeting. Okay, children, is that clear for you? When everybody says yes, please, the rebel says no, thank you. So if there is any other thing, if you going to somewhere or if others are saying yes, can you do this? So others are saying, other friends will say yes, yes, please, I will do. Yes, I will do. So, but the rebel says no, thank you. What he will say? No, I will not do anything. I will not accept what you say. So, if they will say yes, the rebel will say no. Okay, children? And the next one. When everybody says no, thank you, the rebel says yes, please. So, if anything they are giving or something, so you will say no, no, thank you. It is enough for us. So no need for us. But the rebel will say what? Yes, I need that. I want that. Yes, I will accept. So he's simply he want to disagree the others. Okay, children. It is very good that we have rebels. You may not find it very good to be one. So every time all will, if we are with our friends, every time they will accept means what will get boring, isn't it? If we get some rebel person means it will be very interesting also, isn't it? Yes. So we cannot be good for everyone. You cannot satisfy all the people by your activities or by your behavior, isn't it? Sometimes you will also react opposite to the others. But what we are learning from this poem is we should not be a rebel. Okay. So what the rebel says, he always disagrees what the other says. He thinks what others should follow him. Not he don't want to follow what others says. That means what, children? He always stand in his own decision. He don't want to accept others. He don't want to move on with the others. That means what? That shows the it shows the he don't want to unite with others, isn't it? So this is not good behavior. That means what? You should be very good to everyone. So you can express your thoughts. You can express your decision. You can express whatever you like or dislike. You can express everything, but not in all the time. Okay, children, you should know the time, place, everything. You should express, if you want to express the thing, you should know the timing. You should know the place. You should know the person where you are expressing. So, if you are expressing your thoughts or decision in the wrong place, in the wrong time or wrong person, with the wrong person, if you are expressing your thoughts, it will be going a wrong way. Okay, children? So, every time you should express your thoughts. You don't want to stay away from others. You don't want to stay away from the others. So you should accept what others say. If you are in the member of the 10 groups or 10 people in a group, the other 9 people are saying yes. You should also say what? Yes. If it is good. If it is wrong, you can express your thoughts. Okay, children? Do you understand this poem? I hope you all understand this poem. Next, we are moving to question answer which I have given in the classwork note. Okay, children? The first one is, when everybody has short hair, what does the rebel want? The second one, if the rebel has a dog for a pet, what is everyone else likely to have? If the rebel has a dog for a pet, everyone else likely to have cat as their pet. The third one, when everyone wants a clear sky, what does the rebel want most? When everyone wants a clear sky, the rebel remarks on the need for rain. This the tiny teacher. T-H-E, the T-I-N-Y, tiny, T-E-A-C-H-E-R, teacher. The tiny teacher. Okay. So have you ever admired ants? Yes. Everybody have seen ants, isn't it, children? Yes. We have in our home itself, isn't it? Wherever we go, there will be some ants, isn't it? So if we keep some sweets or something, definitely there will come ants, isn't it? So we are going to learn lesson. We are going to learn lesson from the ants, how they are. Okay, children? So it is so small. What is meant by tiny? It is so small. It means small. Okay, children? So tiny. We are going to learn the tiny insect ant. Okay? So how it behaves. First, ants are very small but intelligent. It is very small in size, isn't it? Yes, it is very small but it is very intelligent. How it is intelligent? Let us see. See, and it is also hard working. How it is intelligent and it is also hard working. It is intelligent. In common, ant is black and or red. Okay. In color, what the ant will be? In what color? Red or black in color. Okay, children. Red or black in color. Ants live in ant hills. They have their own ant hills. That means what? They will build their own house. Okay, like us. How we are getting home, isn't it? So the same way they are also having ant hills. That is called ant hills. Our place, what we will say? It is our home, isn't it? So ant will say ant hills. They will build their home in their own way. Okay. An ant uses its feelers to talk to other. So ant will use its feelers. See this? This is called feelers. Okay, children, it is called feelers. So it will use this feelers only. It will talk to the other ants. Okay, it will touch and talk to the other ants. How we are talking with? We are using mouth to talk with others, isn't it? So the same way, ant will use their feelers to talk with other ants. Okay, and other pass message through the feelers only. It will pass the messages. Okay, how we are talking, we are passing the message to someone, isn't it? The same way, ant will also use their feelers to pass the message to one another. So move in the. Have you ever seen how ants are moving? Yes, everybody will have seen, isn't it? So they will move in the form of line. How we are standing in the assembly in our school, isn't it? One by one, one by one. The same way, they will also go one by one. They shows their uniformity. They shows their uniformity and their uniqueness. They will go in the unique way. They will follow one another. They will not change their track one another. Okay, they will follow the same way what the first one is followed till the end. They will follow their row correctly and perfectly. Okay, children, and in ant hills, each has hundreds of little rooms. So in ant hills, they build their own house, isn't it? They build their own house like this. How they are building their house? See, it is called their house. So how they are building their own house? There are hundreds of rooms like us. How we are having our own rooms, isn't it? Kitchen and dining hall or bedroom, like that we are having. Not the same way, they are also having hundreds of rooms because they will live together. Ants will live together, not alone in one place. They all live in where? Ant hills, their own house. Okay, children, they live in their own house. So there are hundreds of rooms there. So they will build like that. Okay. The queen ant lay eggs. So there are hundreds of rooms. Each and everybody there have the rooms, and there have the ant called queen ant. Okay, the queen ant is the only mother for all the ants who are living in the ant hills. Okay, so she is the mother for all the ants who are living in the ant hills, and she lays eggs. Okay, she lays eggs. And others are nurseries for the younger ones. So queen ant will lay the eggs, and others are the nurseries. What is mean by nursery? And they will take care of the younger ones who are the very tiny. That means what? Just born baby. Okay, just born baby. The other ants who are searching for food, they are going out for food. The other ants are taking care of the small ants, which is just born ants, like that. Okay, children. So, and the other ants who are grown up, they will spend time to search for food. Okay, they will spend time to search for food. Do you understand this, children? Yes. This part is ant is very small. It is black or red in color. It will use their feelers to talk with someone, and it will go in a row, and they built their own house called ant hills, and there are hundreds of rooms. There are hundreds of rooms there, and they live all together in one place. Okay, there lives queen ant, and she lays the eggs. The other ants who are living there, they will take care of the younger ones who are just born there. Okay, children, this is the first part, and they will spend most of the time to search for food. Okay, then we are in the second part. We are going to see how they will search and how they will guard themselves. Okay, workers, cleaners. So there are three types of ant will be there in the ant hills. So first category is workers. What does mean by workers? They will work. Okay, some ant they will split their works. They will take their own work what they need. So some of the ant will go for work. That means what? What work? Our parents are going out for work, isn't it? Yes, to get the salary and whatever may be, isn't it? The same way there are also some workers in the ants. They will go out and search for food. Okay, they are called workers. And second one is soldiers. SOLDIERS, soldiers. What they will do? They guard themselves. What they will do? They will not go out like workers. Okay, workers will go and search for food, and they will bring the food to the ant hills and they will store. And secondly, soldier, they never go for search for food. They will stay back in the ant hills and they will take care. That means what? Guard. G-U-A-R-D. Guard means what? Protection. They will protect the other ant hills, the younger ones who lives there, isn't it? There may be also younger ones, isn't it? The soldiers will take care of all the ants. And third one is cleaners. CLEANERS. So they will split their own work, isn't it? Workers will go for search for food, and secondly, so the soldiers they will take care of they will give protection to the other ants. And third one, cleaners. There are some cleaners. Our mother will clean our home, isn't it, children? The same way, there will be some cleaners. Ants will take their own work, and the cleaners, what they will do is they will clean all they will make their home very clean. They keep the home cleanly. Okay, cleanliness. Okay, so there are three categories: workers, soldiers, and cleaners. These are all the works they are following every day. Okay, they will not fight with other. I will do this work. You have to do this work. There is no more talking like that. They will do their work what they assigned. Okay. And so there is no fighting. Means what will happen? Automatically there will be a very peaceful life, isn't it? So ants will lead a peaceful life every day, all the day, the whole year. Okay, so shares the work. So every time all the ants will share their work. They will not put every burden to one person or other person. They will share whatever work they got. They will share their work and they will do their work. Okay, and the queen is the mother of entire population. What is population? The ant hills there will be more ants, isn't it, children? There are not only one ant or two ants, isn't it? There are hundreds and hundreds of ants, isn't it? So there are so many population. Populations means what? The people who are living more in one place, isn't it? So there are so many population. There should be one person as a head, isn't it? That person is called queen ant. Okay, already I told that queen ant. Her work is laying eggs. Okay, so there are queen ants. She is the mother of all the ants who is living in the ant hills. Okay, and it lives for 15 years. Who can live? The mother ant will or other ants. So they will live for 15 years. Okay, and lay open. So okay, after queen ant lays eggs. Okay, anyway, the egg should open. Then only the younger one can come out from the eggs, isn't it? So the eggs once opens, what happened? The perfect ant will come out. See this picture? So perfect ant will come out like this. Okay, do you understand? Yes. And the small
the younger one came out, isn't it? You are very small. When you are very young, when you are very small, what happened? Your parents will take care, your grandparents will take care, or your uncle and all who are all living in your home, they will take care of you, isn't it? Otherwise, you cannot do all the works well, isn't it, children? So the same way, the younger ones, which is coming out from the egg, it is very small. They cannot work suddenly, isn't it? They take rest for 3 weeks, and in that meantime, the other, I already, as I said, workers, soldiers, cleaners, everybody, they will take care of younger ones. Okay, they will take care of younger ones. And what they are not only taking care, they give training how to go out in the big world. Okay, how to go and search for food in this big world. How you want to follow your seniors. That means what? The seniors means what? Who are living already, isn't it? So how you want to follow the seniors, and how you want to go outside, and how you have to search the foods. So all the things, these are all the things they will train. Who will train? The caretakers. Okay, there will be some caretakers. So they will train the younger ones. Okay, so after some times they will get ready. Who will get ready? The younger ones, isn't it? They will get ready to go out to search for food in the big world. Okay, so in ant hill, they are also in ant hill. Not only the ants are living there, the ants will allow some insects to live in their ant hills. Okay, for why? Let us see. So what are the insects can live with the ants? Beetles. Okay, beetles. 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 See, this is beetles. Okay, this is beetles. So next, green fly. Greenfly. Green fly. Okay, see, this is green fly. Green fly. Okay, so these two insects can live with ants. Okay, so because for what purpose the ants are making the other insects to live with them. Okay, there are some useful with them, because they will beetle gives some senses, smell. Okay, some smells and senses to the ants. And green fly, they will give honey, like how the cow they are giving milk. The same way the green fly will give the honey to the younger ones. Okay, so they will allow beetles and green fly to live in their ant hills. Do you understood? Yes. And above all, what is the tiny small ant they are going to teach us? Okay, let us see. So all this, you all learned all this. What will you understand from this? Yes, they are working hard. They never get tired to stay home. They never get tired. They don't want to be at ant hills for the whole day or the whole week or whole the year. Say all the time they will they'll be very active. They won't be very lazy. They won't sit in the home very lazy. They are very much active enough to go back to search for food. They will work hard. So you should learn how the tiny teacher, that means what? The ants, they are working hard. We should learn from the ants. And secondly, sense of duty. So if they assign some duty, like some are working as workers for searching food, and some are for soldiers, and some are for cleaners. They themselves assign their work. So sense of duty, what it means, they never forget their duty to do. They never refuse, or they never neglect their duty. They simply, we can say, they never avoid. Okay, they will do, they must do. Okay, children, they never fail to do their work. They do their work definitely. That is called what? Sense of duty. They will do their duty correctly. And discipline. What the discipline we are learning? How they are how they were united, isn't it? See, when they are going, they are go one by one, isn't it? They will not change their track here or there. isn't it? What the leaders is going in front, they will follow. Others who are ending there or the kilometers can say, isn't it? It will be the kilometers also. They will they will go only in the same track. They will not change their track. That shows their discipline. Okay, that shows their discipline. See how they are going. See this picture, how they are going. Isn't it? It is very there is something to learn from them, isn't it? How we are whether we are following our elders, whether we are following our parents, in which way they are teaching us, isn't it? So what the seniors is teaching, the younger ones never fail to follow the rules. So that shows their discipline. And cleanliness. So there are some cleaners, isn't it? As I said, there are some cleaners. So every time they never fail to clean their ant hills. They will keep their ant hills as cleaners. Okay, children? And care. They will care for their younger ones. They will not say I cannot. Whoever may be, who are all living in the ant hills, everybody should be responsible. That is their rules. That means what? They will not be an irresponsible person. No, I cannot do. I will not do. They never say like whatever work. So they will care for us. If there are any problem, if there are any ill, everything they will take care. If there are younger ones, isn't it? Every day they will the eggs are opening and there will be a younger ones, isn't it? Everybody is there, so nobody is irresponsible to take care of others. And loyal, they are very much loyal. That means what? Truthful. Okay, nothing but truthful. They are very much truthful to their everyone. Okay, there is no harm. They will not fight. They will not, there is no harm between them. They will not harm others. So they will have all the truthful. Everybody, every answer very much truthful. Okay, children? Yes, this is the explanation of the tiny teacher. I hope you all understood that.
Now we are moving to the question answers. I have given only 2 children. Rest of the questions you can learn in your classwork note. Okay. The first one is, what jobs are new ants trained for? New ants learn their duties from old ants as workers, soldiers, builders, cleaners, etc. After a few weeks training, the small ants are ready to go out into the big world of work. This is the first question answer. The second one, name some other creatures that live in ant hills. An ant hill is a home not only for ants but also for some other creatures like beetles, lesser breeds of ants, and the green fly.
Hello children, K-A-R-I-N-G, bringing UP up, K-A-R-I, carry. So who is carry here? Carry is an elephant. Okay children, it is a small elephant. There was one boy, he is 9 years old. How many years old? 9 years old, and there lived Carry with him, that 9 years old boy, and the Carry with his family. They are living all together, and they have given separate place. That means what? Pavilion. Pavilion means what? The place where the elephant live. Okay, so they have given the separate place for the elephant, and they are all together as a family. Okay, so 9-year-old boy only, he is taking care of Carry. Okay children, Carry is an elephant. K-A-R-I, Carry is an elephant. So the 9 years boy is always taking care of the elephant, and both are growing together. Because the small boy, he is also 9 years old, and the elephant is also very small. So what happened? And in this lesson, I have given the subtopics. So under these topics, I will explain the full lesson. Okay children, under this topic, I will explain the whole lesson. So it will be very easy to understand. If I explain fully, there is a chance to misunderstand. So I have given the subtopics here. Under this topic, I will explain the full lesson. Listen to me. The first topic is Carrie's routine work. What is the routine work? Everybody, we get up in the morning and we have such duties to do, isn't it? So we are having some behaviors, such behaviors, and we will our activities are different. So the same thing, Carrie is also what he will do every day. He will take bath. Who will take his bath? The 9-year-old boy. So he will take him to the river. Who will take him to the river? The small boy always take the Carrie to the river to bath. So he always every day both will go to the river and they will take bath. So he will go into the river and sit on the sand. So okay, for an hour he will sit, and that 9-year-old boy, he will make Carrie to bath and he will enjoy like anything. Who is enjoying? Carrie. Carrie is enjoying like anything, and after he will sit for an hour to enjoy, and then after an hour, after gets bathing, he comes out from the river. He comes out from the river. When he comes out from after bathing, once he comes out from the river, Carrie looks very shiny. That means what? He was bathing very neatly. So the boy makes Carrie to bath. So what every day Carrie wants to bath in the river. He was practicing that. So next one, habit of eating. What Carrie likes to eat. So Carrie likes to eat very young juicy leaves. So the boy is not. It is not easy to give satisfied food to Carrie, because it will eat large amount of food, isn't it, children? So the small boy always he goes to give the juicy leaves, the young leaves to the saplings, the greenish leaves to eat Carrie. So he will go and collect the leaves and whatever he likes. So it is the routine work of Carrie. What he will take bath in the river and he enjoys in the river because he likes to stay in the river. It is very cool, isn't it? So he liked to have bath in the river. So he likes to eat juicy green leaves to eat. So next one, how Carrie rescued the small boy. One day, what happened? The both went to the forest. So some for walk. So the 9-year-old boy and then the Carrie, they both are going there, and he left somewhere near the river. Some places there in the river. He left the boy left Carrie near the river. Okay. So for what purpose he left the Carrie there? He wants to collect the leaves to eat for Carrie. Okay, so that he left Carrie near the river, and the 9-year-old boy he went to collect some leaves for some food for Carrie. So after he went some distance, he went inside the forest to get the food. So in the meantime, after some time, he was hearing the noise. He was hearing the Carrie's noise there in the long distance. So he was scared. He was scared. Why the Carrie is sounding like this, and he was thinking that somebody is hurting Carrie. So he was running fast and he is coming to see Carrie. And where he left Carrie, there is nothing is there. That means what? Not Carrie is not in that place. So he was scared. He was scared like anything. So he was but he was hearing the noise of Carrie. He is trumping. That means what? The sound of Carrie. So he is hearing that noise, but he went to that place where he left Carrie. There is no Carrie there. So, but he is hearing that noise. So again he was searching and searching. He was inside the water. Okay, who was inside the water? Carrie. Carrie was inside the water, but he was scared to see the Carrie inside the river. He was inside the river. He thought he fell down in the river. Can 9-year-old boy can save the Carrie children? No, because it is too large amount. It was too much of weight. You cannot carry. carry to in the bottom edge of the river. So he was very much scared. Who was very much scared? Yes, that old 9 years old boy, isn't it? So he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. How he will save the carry? But again it was making sound. Who is making sound? Carry is making sound. He doesn't know what to do. He was standing and watching what Carry is doing. And again Carry came to the edge of the river and made that boy to fell down to the river. Because after he was very much scared, after coming into the river, he saw one boy is floating under the water. So then only he realized Carry came into the river to save that boy. Okay, so after that what happened? He understood the Carry's intention to come into the river. So what happened? Carry went into the edge of the river. The boy was inside the river to save that boy. But he also doesn't know swimming. He don't know to swimming. He is also very small boy, isn't it? So he also don't know to swimming. But even then, he also want to save that boy. So what happened? Carry went into the edge of the river and he tried to save both boys inside the water. Okay, so he was taking that boy. There was one boy floating under the water. No, the 9 years old boy. What he is doing? He is bringing up the boy, and through his trunk, the elephant saved both of them. Okay, the elephant saved both the boys who were in the river. Okay, do you understand, children? Yes. So the Carry rescued the two boys in the river. How it is now? The pet animals, whatever it is, the pet animals we are growing up now, they will be very truthful and also very loyal and also very lovable to us, isn't it? The same thing Carry also does to that small boy. So I hope you all understood these three topics. What is the routine work of Carry, and what is the habit of eating, and how he rescued the small boy. And next topic, Carry fond of ripe bananas. Okay, what is ripe bananas? One day, somebody came to Carry and gave ripe bananas to eat. So after eating that ripe bananas, the Carry was fond of ripe bananas. That means what? He liked to eat that sweet bananas every day, every time. He always wants ripe bananas. He liked to have ripe bananas more than the branches. That means what? The juicy leaves. More than the greenish leaves. More than that, he liked to have ripe bananas to eat. So he fond of ripe bananas. He liked the taste. Okay. So what happened? The 9 years old boy have their home, isn't it? So he kept their parents, the 9 years old boy's parents, kept full of bananas, the bowl full of bananas, apple, the fruits, everything on the dining table. So every day, whatever they keep, that means the bananas, fruits, whatever they keep on the table, every day it was stealed by someone. There is no bananas when they kept after. Sometimes when they come to see come to dining room to eat something, there is nothing is there. That means what? Somebody stealing the fruits. So they don't know who is stealing the fruits. So they are complaining about complaining about servants. Servants are taking the fruits to eat without my permission. The 9-year-old boy's parents is blaming the servants, but the servants is saying, no, we are not taking without your permission. But the problems goes on. So the next time what happened? Again the banana stealed by someone. So again the parents, what they asked to that 9 years old boy, you are taking something, you are stealing the bananas from the dining room. Why you are doing like that? But the 9 years old boy did not take anything. He also trying to prove his innocence. He also trying to prove his truthfulness, but nobody believes him. So what happened? This was going on throughout the week. And what happened? One day he was in the room, that means the kitchen room, the dining room, and somebody will come, the snake is coming inside and taking the bananas. Okay, he was seeing that snake is coming inside to the window and taking the bananas. But what wonder is, snake does not eat bananas, isn't it? And also he also thinking that how snake will eat bananas. So after seeing that, he was very much scared. He ran out from the room. He was very much scared and he ran out from the room. And he was again he was thinking that again the snake will come and eat bananas, and also there is a chance to bite us. So he came out of the room. And what happened? When he came out of the room, there he was seeing the backside of Carrie. Okay, the backside of Carrie. Now he realized who's stealing the bananas. So after that, he was watching Carrie. He was going behind the Carrie. He was going to the pavilion and eating the ripe bananas, very soft. Okay, so he was eating the ripe bananas. Then he found out the stealer, the thief is who? Yes, Carrie. So the thief is Carrie. So after seeing that, the 9-year-old boy going to meet Carrie, and he was telling that what you are doing is very wrong. It is a bad habit. You are taking without permission of the parents. It is very bad habit that you have. He make him to realize his mistake. Who make him to realize his mistake? Yes, the 9-year-old boy make him to Carrie to realize his mistake. So all the servants who are there, they are also very much anger on Carrie, because the parents are blaming whom? Children, the servants also, isn't it? So once the 9-year-old boy taught how to behave, the elephant the Carrie is also understood what 9-year-old boy is saying, and he did not do again. He did not go for steal something. He ate what they gave to him. Okay, do you understand this topic, children? Yes. Then learning process. What is learning process? The elephant, they have some code words or some sound, some noise to hear. So the elephant wants some learning to how to sit, how to stand, when to go, when to stand, everything, isn't it? They will give practice. Have you all seen the elephant in the temple, children? Yes, they will bless you, like, isn't it? So they won't do such activities. They will give practice for them how to sit. If the elephant is not sitting, how will you go sit upon the elephant? It is very difficult, isn't it? You have to put on ladder and you have to climb on ladder and you can sit on elephant. But if you give practice to sit, it will sit. Okay, children. So the learning process. What is learning process is? They should teach where to stand, how to sit, how to stand, where to stand, how Carrie wants to bless everything, isn't it? So he was giving training. Who was giving training? 9-year-old boy is giving training to Carrie. So he learned everything very well. Okay, so he learned everything, when to sit, everything. So he is also very much kind and lovable to the boy. Okay, next topic, identification of master call. What is master call, children? Have you ever seen the man who is always having the stick to near the elephant? Always he will have the stick or something, and he will sleep near the elephant, and he is the only person. He will go very bravely and give the food to elephant, and he will make the elephant to sit. He will make the elephant to stand, and there must be some voice. The master call means what? The elephant should identify who is his master. Okay, so that is called what? Master call. That means what? He knows, he identifies who is his master and what is the noise, how he will make noise and back to go and back to come, when to go, when to come. Okay, so the identification of master call. The carries also identify his master. So that means what? That old 9 years old boy. When he makes sounds, when he will come, he will ask him to come, he will come. When he asks him to sit, he will sit. So that is called what? Master call. He have to learn to identify his own master call. His own master call. That is difference. That means what? If so many elephant will be there at one place. So all the masters giving one call. That is not an identification. The particular master call, the particular elephant should identify. That is called what? Master call. So the elephant carry is also very much fond of this master call. So what he is ending up this story is, if you are going into the forest, there is full of darkness. That means what? In the night time, except moon and star, if there is nothing light is nothing is there. The what elephant will do is, he come when he identify his master call is there, master is there, he want to reach to his master. What he will do is, he pulls down all the trees, so that after hearing that noise of pulling down the trees, all the animals in the forest, when they hear the noise of elephant, they won't come near to the elephant. Even tiger and lion also get frightened. So they will go away from the elephant. So he pulls down each and every trees. That means what? He make a way to the home. So that much knowledge, that much training carry needed. Okay, children, the elephant needed. So everything happened because of the training, because of the master. So when he wants to reach the master, he pulls down all the trees one by one and make the way, and he will reach the house to the master. Do you understand? This shows how brave they are, isn't it? Elephant is also very brave. How we are giving training to the carry. So bringing up carry. So what we have understood is, what routine work, what he likes to bath in the river, because he enjoys his life with his master. So bringing up, what is the topic? Bringing up carry. So bringing up, now from the young age, he is bringing up the carry to be the best animal in that place. Okay, so routine work means what? He is bathing in the same river, and he will enjoy the bathing, and the habit of eating. He likes something to eat, and what to eat, everything only because of his master. And he got very good quality. He was seeing the one boy is floating in the river. He did not stand on the top of the in the sand of the river, isn't it? Suddenly he went, even though he don't know to swimming. Who is don't know to swimming? Carry doesn't know to swim. He went into the river, into the water to rescue the small boy, isn't it? And also he want another person to save the small boy. So he is making sound. He is thinking, what he is thinking, children? Simply he didn't go into the river. He was making sound. While making that sound, the master can come from the forest. So he can help both to come out, isn't it? So he was thinking he was very much knowledge, isn't it? So he was making sound to save the boy. So the small boy is also coming to see the carry, and both were saved by the. And not only he left the boy in the river, he took the boy through his trunk. He saved the both, isn't it? So what a good quality the carry have, isn't it? Do you understood the children? And next one, carry fond of ripe bananas. Even though he like to have ripe bananas, he steal the ripe bananas to eat without the permission of his master and the parents. But even then, they found that the thief is carry. At advice of 9 years old boy, he understood his mistake. He didn't even do it again. Okay. And how Carrie steal the bananas? So he got some other way to steal the banana. Stealing means what? We are taking without permission of anybody. That is called what? Steal. So a learning process. He also good to learn whatever the 9-year-old boy is teaching, how to sit, how to stand, how to walk, how to bless everything. So he is also very much interested to learning. And identification of master call. He knows the particular person. That means what? His master. Who is his master and how the noise hears and how to go. Everything he knows to identify. Are you clear, children? Is that clear for you, this lesson? I hope you all understood this lesson, because only then I have given the subtopic, because you can understand this easily. Without this subtopic, if I go continuously, you will be confused. So that I have given the subtopics, and after watching this video, usually I say, you take your book, each and every word, each and every line you have to read out. Read aloud. Okay, children? If you don't know anything, you go with your dictionary. Use your dictionary to learn the hot words meanings. Okay, children? This is your second lesson, bringing up Carrie from your supplementary book and Alien Hand. And I hope you all understand this lesson. We will meet.
Synonyms. First one is quill. Squual. Squill. Cry. Second one, luscious. Tasty and sweet smelling. Cachet. Small axe. Mutilated. Torn. Fifth one, lasso. Rope with a noose at the end. Short answers. With whom did Carrie live? Carrie lived with 9-year-old boy. The second one, why did Carrie push his friend into the stream? There was a boy lying flat on the bottom of the river. To save the boy, Carrie pushed his friend into the stream. Children, I have given only very less question answers in this video. The rest of the questions are given in the classwork note. Please take the classwork note and study well, okay?